Notice the operating system when you turn the Nord lead 2 on. 1.06. That's what you want to see. But if you have a lower operating system, you need to upgrade. First things first, unplug your Nord lead. Always unplug. Okay, first off you need to unscrew a total of 5 screws. 2 in the front, 1, 2, these are already unscrewed obviously, and 3 in the back. 1, 2, 3. There we go. So you have all your screws out, and you want to get the top off. So it's already loose. You just pull it off, but don't force anything. And then take it up, and you'll see there's a ribbon cable. You don't want to disconnect that or mess with it at all. Just put the little tab underneath the Nord lead here, and then it'll be upright. See? Now I have free use of the hands, and you see there, it's already 1.06, but yours is not going to be that. So that is the Eprom chip you need to change. So now we need to get out our IC puller. Okay, here we have our IC puller, and it's positioned on our Eprom that we're going to be taking out. So what we want to do is put this underneath. I don't know if you can see very well, that you've got this hook on the end of the Eprom puller, and it goes underneath both sides. Fits really snugly and well of both sides. So you're going to want to hold down on the chassis before you pull up, and you just pull directly up. And see, we've pulled the chip, and we haven't bent any of the pins. You want to pull directly from the top where it curves. One thing I forgot to mention is there's an orientation of the chip. Do you see that little indentation? There's only one of those on the entire chip. And this is the new Eprom. This is one that's freshly burned, and it's just not labeled yet. But you see that indentation? It matches the indentation on this base. You see? 1 with 1. You want that to be going towards the left if you're looking at the back of the unit. So you have to line these up. Line the pins exactly in the sockets before you press down. Okay, so here's how you make the pins line up with the slot. So this is just general knowledge. You want to take the end of the pins against a flat surface like some wood, not a metal table, because you don't want to short the pins together. And you just gently fold it over so that the pins straighten out all evenly. See that? Do the other side. You don't want to do it too much. You want to do it a little bit at a time, because if you go too far, you're going to need to bend them back, you see. So you see how that's pretty much symmetrical? So now let's go see if it fits better in our IC socket. Okay, here we are back in our socket. We make sure our indentation is pointed the right direction, which is to the left if you're looking from the back. Now let's see if what we did. Okay, so here we go. I've got all the pins lined up. Before you press down, you look at each of the little sockets and make sure each of the pins are ready to be pressed down. And you see this ribbon cable? This ribbon cable is okay to leave attached. There's plenty of room to get in there and get the IC socket out and put it back in. Just be careful not to let this fall. Okay? So, now that we have it all in order, we just have to press down. And so you get away, I'll get a good look. You want to go across the top with 3 fingers, and then just press firmly straight down. See? and it slides in there and locks into place. You don't want to press too hard, just enough to get it to slide in there, and press gently across the entire surface so the pins don't bend. So now, it's the moment of truth. We're going to close up the top, and we're going to see if the new OS is 1.06 with the newly burned Eprom. Okay, here we go. We're back here. I'm turning it on. This is with a new Eprom that I just received from the Eprom burner. Let's turn it on. And we got 1.06. Notice, this is the old one that we just pulled out. And this is the new one. That concludes my video. And I hope that you learned how to do this. If you check my link at the bottom, you can find out where you can buy a kit where you get the Eprom and you get this IC puller. So it's a really useful kit, and you can do this in like less than 10 minutes, and you'll be running your 1.06 Nord lead. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.